off. Well, she worked, what did she work? She worked Wednesday. Fucking this car, like... car, he's jerking in and out of his lane. I guess he was playing around or something. I don't know, maybe he was doing it to fuck with me. If you want to play around in your car, that's fine, but don't do it as the motorcycle's about to pass you. You know, sometimes I see guys in cars that also ride motorcycles. You can tell them because they're the ones that are like extra cautious around bikes and extra like polite and helpful. Like I remember back in Canada one time I was behind a pickup truck and I think it was on a fairly straight, safe road. But I came up behind him and then I signal light left. I put my left signal on and I changed lanes. And as I go to pass him, he puts his hand out the window and kind of like motions me to go past, like gives me kind of a motion, like to let me know it's safe, even though it was pretty obvious it was safe to do so. But the point is that he was just trying to be extra helpful, you know. And then I stopped. We both got stopped at the same red light, a little farther up. And I said to the guy, "That was nice of you to wave me on like that." And he goes, "Yeah, well, I ride too, and you know, we need all the help we can get on the street." So for all of you that don't ride bikes and do drive cars and watch my videos, just remember that. We appreciate it. You know, if you come up behind you, you can move over to the right. If it's a one-lane road, you can just move over to the right a little bit and wave us by, and then we'll lane split because we know that it's safe to do so because we know that you're aware of us and you're letting us do so by waving us on. Chances are, if there's a bike behind you, it's just waiting for a safe time to pass. But if you move over a little bit and use your hand to wave them on, then that becomes the safe time to pass. Weird today. I borrowed somebody's Kawasaki ZRX 1200, and it had kind of a higher handlebars, which is interesting. And my bike stock comes with handlebars that are about this high, and I didn't even try them out. I just immediately switched to the lower ones, which might have been a mistake on my behalf because I don't really know what my bike would be like with higher handlebars. But just in the past, the bikes that I've always liked in the past have always been racing bikes, and they've always had low handlebars, so I wanted to make this bike a little bit more racier, so I lowered the handlebars. And don't bother asking me which handlebars I have. I don't know. Handlebars are handlebars. It's just a bar. You can go to a bicycle shop and get a bar like this, and it's the same thing. A bar is just a bar, pretty much. And you think, oh, maybe a bicycle bar would be too weak and it might bend easier. And well, if the bar bends, then it's probably saving something else from bending, you know what I mean? Like if you get a bar that bends easy, it might save something else from breaking, like, I don't know, like the levers or something else. You know, when a bike crashes, something has to give usually, so if it's a $15 bicycle bar that gives rather than something else, then that's fine by me. But I don't know, like if a motorcycle bar or a bicycle bar is probably the same thing. It's probably like I don't think there's any difference in density or anything, thickness. hungry. And I think my girlfriend will be at my house by the time I get there. And hopefully she hasn't eaten so we can get lunch together. Your signal light's broken, asshole? If this guy used his fucking signal light, I would have known I would have had time to turn in front of him. That's another thing. If you drive a car, use your fucking signal light. Even in Canada, I had problems with that too. I remember one time in Canada, I was on my motorcycle, and I was out in the country, and it's like just the plains of Canada, flat land. And I'm on a little side street, and I pull up to more of a main road, and I can see a car coming. The car's coming fast. It's doing like 130, 140. And I could pull out, but I want to make a left-hand turn, and it's kind of a gravel road or something, like yeah, kind of like that. So I don't really want to cause this car to brake, and I'm going to be doing a fairly slow turn, so I just decided, okay, I'll just wait for the car to go by. I probably had time to go, but I thought I'd wait. And then the car, as it's approaching, it starts going slower and slower, and I'm like, what is he doing? No signal light on, slower. Then it turns into the road that I was coming out of. It made a right-hand turn. So in other words, the whole time it wanted to make a right-hand turn, so I could have made my left at any time perfectly safely. But I didn't because he didn't have a signal light on. And I should stop saying he because it turned out to be a woman, of course. It was just some chick, and she's probably talking on his cell phone and just driving along, doesn't realize that by not signaling she's inconveniencing others. And who's barking? Is that you? No, it's this dog, I think.